Of course, Yuji missed, or not didn't miss, but it failed. Higuruma died, allegedly. He might have paused it, considering the fact that they took his body. Okay, Uyui has teleportation. Yuji can use reverse curse technique, and Yuta pulled up, like I said he needed to be. Right? Everyone's dying. Okay, now let's go step by step. So the whole Yuji having reverse curse technique. Okay, we found that out. Good. Now they took Higuruma away. Uyui and I forgot. Kirara, right? They took him away. Why? If he's dead, because even Sukuna mentions that one person, like Gojo's friend, can't heal that well for starters. And when you heal someone else, it's like half the output of healing yourself. I also want to mention that if they teleported Gojo away to where Yuta was, maybe Rika bit him so that she could get the copy ability of Infinity Six Eyes and all that. That's a possibility. Also, if they couldn't heal the sorcerers like Higuruma or even Gojo, why are they taking them away, right? I'm telling you, he's got this. He's coming back. At the very least, Yuta's here, right? And speaking of Yuta, depending on how he does against Heian era form Sukuna, that'll kind of give us a gauge of whether it would have made a difference against Gojo. Because we know Gojo's stronger than Yuta, right? Physically and all that abilities and all that hacks. So if people want to argue that, oh, we didn't need Meguna, he could have done Heian form and still beat Gojo. Well, let's see. If he does well against Yuta, like straight up no diff, then yeah, probably, right? It would make a difference. But we'll have to see. Especially because he's like the next main dish the translations are a bit off, I assume, but I also assume that he's mentioning or talking about Yuta. So when he pulls up and he's like, oh, also the queen Rika's there, it'll be the next big fight. Also, Kenny gone, dead. People were talking about how Kenny mentions his will be inherited, and clearly we see that now with Sukuna being able to cause the merger to happen at any point now, right? Also, speaking of the merger, could the merger possibly be a revival of Gojo? And I'll explain what I mean by that. It's because it'll kind of work metaphorically as well, because he's cut in half and the merger puts them back together, right? But think about it. Tengen and the Six Eyes user and the whatever are like linked by destiny, right? So if they merge, maybe that'll make them ascend yet again. Again, headcanon, cope, all that. Especially that's kind of far-fetched, but who knows? It's Gege. Let him cook. Also, we see that Sukuna's starting to like question himself, right? About, oh, I don't know, man. I swear I would just do whatever I want, kill whoever I want, eat whatever I want. Now it's like, this is different, right? And also, it's kind of going back to those like panels where it's all black and it's just the words where it says like they're insecure, not their insecurities, but unsureness of what they're thinking, right? Cause it was like when Gojo thought about how the last time he was almost losing was against Toji. And also, if we consider it, Yuta and Rika, it's real love. And that's how he was able to come to, well, not the strongest, but he was able to beat Geto, right? So he's the one to teach Sukuna about love. That kind of makes sense. Now, as for how the fight might go, say Yuta opens up his domain, right? Because we know that Sukuna should technically not have his domain anymore. I'm saying he gets him in it, right? Distracts him. And if Higuruma's still alive, and he just pauses his technique, pass the sword off to Maki. Maki goes through the barrier undetected. Bam! Gets Sukuna in the back. Back shots. Alright? And if Higuruma's not back up and running, or didn't pause his technique, or he has to do a full new retrial, that's fine. Soul splitting katana. Bam! Hits him with that one too. Although we might think about whether the soul splitting katana would work on Sukuna, considering the fact that he can defend his soul, like when Maki, no, not Maki, Mahito was in it, literally in the domain of his soul, and he's like, yo, don't touch me there, that is my non, right? So maybe he can block it, but we'll have to see. If not, straight up Yuta versus, well, obviously Yuta and Rika versus Sukuna, and maybe Rika bites the hand that got cut off from Sukuna, and then therefore he also gets Malevolent Shrine, and then we're cooking. Then it's just like Sukuna v Sukuna, right? Because he has almost about, well, he has half of the amount of curse energy that Sukuna has. But unless we think that the Heian era both gave him back his body and his curse energy, then he technically should be pretty on par. If not, I'm pretty sure that giant amount of curse energy is his base. Then with Rika, he just gets more, and it becomes damn near infinite, right? At the very least, we know he has the sky manipulation, he has curse speech, he has, oh, I would love to see that being used on Sukuna. Because that would just show how far Inumaki could have gone, right? If he was any stronger. But outside of that, he also has Ishigori's Granite Blast? Does he? Probably will. He should. Because the same thing happened with the Curse Speech. Like, they say the conditions to bite someone, but that's only what Ishigori said, right? When did he ever bite Inumaki, right? Like, I don't remember that happening. Unless you count that one scene when they first come into class and try to attack him, and then they all get smacked. I assume that was Rika. Was it then? I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. So, I also don't think he has to bite something. But if he does, he at the very least has both Sukuna, his hand, and Gojo, his body. And Higuruma, technically, but I don't see what he would use with that. We just have to wait for next week. They're going on break, sadly. I realized that Sukuna is now Madara and Gojo is Hashirama. Because, damn, Sukuna is glazing my boy, right? For starters, he uses his full name, right? Gojo Satoru, right? Second of all, when he's like talking about the healing, the reverse cursing, he's like, she got the heals, but it's half of what you can do yourself. And she's not even on the level of me and my boy Gojo Satoru. It's kind of like Madara and Hashirama's like, oh, Hashirama Senju could have healed himself with no signs. The only person who could have fought me was Hashirama Senju. But that's just something little thing I noticed. But besides that, I mean, again, we just gotta wait till next week. And trust me, I'll be there with another video. Hopefully something exciting happen. No, I mean this chapter is pretty exciting itself. We saw Yuji have reverse curse technique. People were getting pulled out the battlefield with the potential being summoned back, right? So we'll see. At the very least, we know they have Gojo with them, right? Like even if it's just his body. Also, I also realized, is Takaba back? Because maybe he'll join in as well. Why not? If he could be on the level of Kenjaku, right? Or basically doesn't do anything. I don't think that Sukuna will do anything to try to beat it the way Kenjaku did. He'll probably try to brute force it or something. Either way, again, like I said, we just have to wait till 2 weeks from now. And I'll be back with another video. If you like this one, like it. If you like the little theories I was conjuring up, go for it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. If you want to be ready for the next one, subscribe and hit the notification bell. But either way, stay tuned. Because it's going down. We might just get Gojo in by next chapter. Or Higuruma back. Or at least another domain battle. Or all these possibilities. But now we got the heavy hitters on the playing field. I'm excited. Hope you're excited. Either way, again, thanks for watching.